S&P 500 and NASDAQ closing at all-time highs. The Dow up, gold up, real estate.
Hello and welcome to another TrendSpider technical analysis series video. In this video, we're going to be talking about volume profile, both what it is and how you can use it to identify support and resistance levels on any time frame. Let's jump into it. A volume profile displays the amount of volume accumulated at each individual price point, and it's visualized by horizontal bars on the right-hand side of your chart. These horizontal bars are also known as volume nodes, and some traders refer to this visualization as a distribution curve. The length of a node is determined by the amount of volume traded, so the longest nodes represent areas of high volume, while the short ones represent areas of low volume. Gaps in a price chart will contain empty nodes, simply because no volume was traded at those prices. High trading volume indicates consensus at price, and the more volume at a particular price level, the more consensus as to the fair value of that price. The node with the highest volume is called the point of control. On the platform, this level is automatically marked with a purple horizontal line. Generally speaking, if the price is trading above the point of control, that's often considered more bullish, whereas if it's trading below, that's considered more bearish. Understanding how to identify the point of control is important, but perhaps what's more important is knowing where to measure the volume profile from. Let me explain. In order to see the volume profile, there are two unique tools that can be used: the volume by price indicator and the volume by price drawing tool. We'll focus on the indicator first. When you add it to your chart, you can choose to anchor it manually or automatically. In the manual setting, you can drag the vertical start point of the tool to any point on the chart, and the volume profile will be drawn based on where you land. Remember that your volume profile can and likely will vary dramatically depending on where you're anchored from. You can also choose to anchor the profile automatically from any starting point offered within this drop-down menu. You can anchor from a recent high or low, the highest volume candle, or a recent gap. These options require defining a window or a predetermined candle period for the anchor point to have occurred within. The larger the window, the more historical price action that will be taken into account. Traders can also choose to anchor on a per day, per week, per month, per quarter, or year-to-date basis. Regardless of where you're anchoring from, the volume by price indicator will measure up to the current candle and provide a non-static, real-time view of the volume profile. This means that as new candles are created, their volumes are added to the calculation of the indicator, and it will change dynamically. In addition, when you're utilizing one of these auto-anchoring options, if a new candle meets the defined requirements, your volume by price indicator will jump to that new candle and remeasure the volume profile. For example, if you're anchored by week to date, every Monday the volume by price will re-anchor to the first candle of the new week. The volume by price indicator is the perfect tool to utilize if you want to see the volume profile up to the current candle. But what if you want to compare where the price is now relative to the volume profile of a historical section of the chart? In many instances, it's helpful to understand the volume profile of a previous period of price action, as levels contained within it can influence the movement of the current price. If you want to see the volume profile of only a specific area of the chart that doesn't include the current price action, you'll want to utilize the volume by price drawing tool. Once selected, you'll pick your starting point, measure out to your ending point, and the volume profile will be drawn on top of the selected area of the chart. Now that we understand the tools that allow us to see the volume profile, let's talk through a few actionable ways they can be used. If you're trading on an intraday basis, you might be keen to know the location of a previous day's point of control. A common thing intraday traders look for are virgin or untested points of control, as they can prove to be key inflection points. In this example, I have several days worth of volume profiles drawn using the volume by price drawing tool. I've created horizontal levels at each of the points of control so that they extend out into the future. We can see that the first test of a previously untested point of control tends to result in a powerful counter-trend move. A dynamic alert can be placed on any horizontal line, allowing the platform to monitor the level for you and send you an alert when the price has arrived to it. If you're on the hunt for actionable trades right now, the volume by price indicator can be used within the market scanner to find many different types of point of control setups. In this example, I'm looking for any instances in which the price has been trading above a long-term point of control for some time and has just now returned back to test it. I've used a 200 candle window and I'm anchoring from the lowest low within that window. Essentially, this is a retest of a long-term point of control, with the idea being a low-risk, long-bias trade that uses the point of control as the risk-off level. This same strategy can be implemented in reverse to look for potentially bearish retests of a previously lost point of control level anchored from a highest high. Though much emphasis is often placed on the point of control, we'd be remiss not to talk about low volume nodes, which can also be important areas of interest for traders. Low volume nodes represent price levels where the market has spent less time and generated less trading activity. Counter to the point of control, they indicate a lack of consensus at price. So when the price returns to them, the response can be powerful and swift. Let's look at a few examples. If the price consolidates within or just above a low volume node and then breaks out on significant volume, it suggests a potential trend continuation. Conversely, if the price reaches a low volume node and reverses with strong volume, it may indicate a potential reversal in the prevailing trend. Due to the lack of volume, low volume nodes can also be areas that price can easily push through, resulting in quick directional moves back towards an area of value. Integrating volume profile into your analysis can offer a multitude of benefits, from uncovering hidden support and resistance levels, to confirming trend, understanding market sentiment, even honing your entries and exits. I hope you found this video helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in another TrendSpider Technical Analysis Series video soon. As always, happy trading, and catch you next time.